How's it going, YouTube? Oxy here, and welcome back. So today I'm going to be talking about the latest news regarding Predator 5. Yeah, they're making a fifth one. Now, it's not a sequel or a continuation. This is actually a prequel, a first for the series. Every release has been, sequential, but this is the first time we're going before the first film. And yeah, just gonna give updates, what is known and stuff like that. My opinion on the synopsis, so far, like the plot. And yeah, it's like, here to start, like Predator. I love the series. Love the character. Honestly, come on, he's one of the most iconic just creatures or film monsters, if you will, of all time. Everyone knows who he is with the dreadlocks, and yeah, love the first film. It's a classic, seriously. Like, if you've never seen it before, like, if all else, if you never watched a Predator movie, like, or you had to watch one, watch the first one. The best by far. And, sadly, yeah, any of the sequels or crossovers, right? The AVP movies have even come close to, like, the first, but hey, the second one's pretty good, and admittedly, I haven't seen Predators, the 2010 film, or the recent The Predator, right, 2018. I haven't seen those two, but I see that the general opinion is that they're mixed, like, it can go either way. And yeah, so this film, Predator 5, under the working title Skull, is a prequel again to the first film, and apparently it's essentially exploring the idea. This is the first time we're essentially gonna get the story of the first Predator to arrive on Earth, or like the first time the Yautja, right, the species, come to Earth. That's honestly, that I find genuinely interesting. Hey, that's a good idea. Now, apparently it will be a female lead. I think the word now is that she's gonna be tied or will be like Native American or that sort of thing. And at first I was worried. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, well, wait, what? So at the spoiler alert, for like 20-year-old movies, but Predator 2 at the end, underrated, honestly. I'd recommend you check it out. Pretty interesting take, and a lot of the lore, like the weapons, came from Predator 2. But yeah, at the end of the film, we see Danny Glover, right, walks into the ship, and the Predators give him, like, out of respect, right, they give him, like, the flintlock pistol, and it's from, like, the 1700s. I think it's marked, like, 1716 or, like, 1816, but you get it. It's, like, an old, like, colonial time gun. So, right, we have that, and then, of course, Native Americans. Mainly, you think about around that time, right? Like Christopher Columbus, or the 1400s. And that had me worried just at the fact that, like, damn, is that really the first time, like, Predators come? Like, they couldn't be, like, farther back? Like, I don't know. I don't know about you, but it'd be cool to see them, like, in Egyptian times, feudal Japan, which is around that, but around the, like, colonial. But you get what I mean. It's like, at first I was like, oh, that's a missed opportunity if it's, like, around the, we'll say, like, 1600s and on. But apparently the director has said it's gonna go, like, way back. Like, again, they mentioned Native American, but hey, this could be, like, early man, like, caveman sort of thing. And that'd be cool. That'd be cool to see, honestly. And then one thing I also wanted to point out was that, so filming, believe it or not, for the film is about to wrap up. Apparently, I don't want to say rushed, but it had a quick, like, filming production cycle just because of, there's, like, a lawsuit currently between, now I'll admit, not too sure, but I believe it's, like, Fox, or it's, like, it was, like, the people who had the rights to the original script of the first Predator film. It was under the title The Hunter, and essentially it's, like, a big lawsuit going on, them against Disney, right? They own Fox now, 20th Century Fox, who own the Predator IP, right? So yeah, there's like a big lawsuit, and they were trying to like finish filming or everything, like, you know, in case anything happens, like legally, right? Like, oh, somehow they get the rights back. But come on, if you're going up against Disney, you ain't winning, right? You swimming with the fishes. But yeah, apparently it's gonna end, like, I think as of release of this video, what, today's September 7th, should wrap up by like the 9th is like the estimate, so like literally 2 days from now. And yeah, again, just filming, of course you have to take into account post-production, editing, all that. But yeah, there's no official release date, but the film is like slated for, well, it's speculated that it'll be next year, 2022. I'd imagine probably in the summer to, you know, fall range, because of course summer would be like, you know, the big blockbusters, right? Like, I think it could do well there. Or, hey, I mean, they could try their hand at, like, the big holiday, but I don't know, because, you know, if you know, like, just entertainment in general, whether it be games or movies, holiday is, like, a very, you know, that's, like, if you're releasing then, like, you're pretty confident in it. And again, with 2018's The Predator being, you know, not so well received, I think critically it did alright. You know, it's not the best. But yeah, it's like, you know, it's like, just exciting. Like, I'm excited for a new film, honestly. Like, I'm genuinely, like, interested to see what they do. Again, I'm interested about the concept, this being the first Predator. It's a cool idea, and I want to see more explored, because I don't want this to be just a repeat, you know, like, oh, we get a team, right? They get killed off one by one, and then, of course, the last man standing faces off the Predator and beats it. I want to see a more interesting dynamic, you know, just something different. Like, one thing I've seen brought up, and I think it would be really cool, is that you have the Predator, essentially, like, we see it face off potentially against animals, you know? Because, of course, like, throughout the lore, you know that the Predator, the Yautja species, are hunters, right? They're the ultimate hunter. And I just think it's a missed opportunity that we only ever see them hunt humans or xenomorphs, right? You never really see, film-wise, like, something outside of that. And I think it'd be cool. And I bring up animals specifically because, again, if this film is like early man, or, you know, what it's said to be, I think that'd be cool. Imagine it like we see the Predator take down a saber-toothed tiger or a woolly mammoth or a bear. And I say bear because there was recently images released of, so the stunt team, they all have like official like shirts, right? Project Skull, and of course that being Predator 5. And the picture is a skull, but specifically a bear skull. And, you know, that has me interested. Are we going to see, like, a bear fight a predator? That'd be pretty cool. I mean, you know, jokes aside, like, bears, I guess, can look dopey, but no, they're apex predators. You know, they will rip you apart. So I'd love to see that. Maybe see our female lead. I mean, I imagine they team up to take it down, or it saves the predator, or the predator saves her. You know, you get the idea. There's a lot of avenues they could go down. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that. I mean, hey, Predator 5, I didn't know what was happening. You know, read up on it, saw like an article. And I'm excited. Again, huge fan of the series. And I love to see this film, like, bring the series back on track. Because arguably the first two are, like, the best. I mean, the first one is, like, here, you know, truly a masterpiece, and highly recommend. You know, it's a great film. 2 is good, but not as high, and it was successful, whereas 2010's The Predator, and then, you know, the most recent, 2010's Predators, the Matthew Broderick, and then 2018's The Predator is, like, you know, those were mixed commercially, so, you know, money-wise, it was, like, so-so, and critically. So we'll see, of course. We'll see how it turns out. But yeah, something to look forward to potentially next year. Of course, COVID still being a thing, you know, something we all have to deal with. We'll see if it gets pushed to 2023, but I have genuine hopes, because also the director of the film mentioned that the approach they're going for is like The Revenant, the Leonardo DiCaprio film. And again, that ties back to the whole, The Revenant, there was like the bear scene. And again, on the stuntman's shirt, it's a bear skull. So we'll see. Are we gonna get some bear predator action, or what? We're gonna get I don't know, predator wearing like a bear. Oh damn, that'd actually be cool. Imagine. I mean, it'd have to be a big ass like fur cap. You know what I mean? But like he's wearing the bear's like head type thing. I don't know. That's pretty cool. Like I said, prequel. We'll see how it turns out, right? But I'm hopeful. Hopefully it'll be good. Again, series is great, and I love to see it back into the mainstream. But yeah, guys, that was just my video. Predator 5. Did you know it was coming? What do you think? And if you stuck around this long, thank you. Shout outs to you. And, just be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell to never miss a video. I have new uploads every Tuesdays and Saturdays. And yeah, guys, just thank you for watching. As always, I'm your host, Oxy. Take care, everybody.